Hi, welcome back to the Cute Jeweler channel. This is part 2 of a 3-part series where I lay out a hexagon halo ring with micro-prong setting. So if this is the first time on the channel, make sure you click here and watch part 1 first. So in this part 2 video, we're going to go over how to line up your cutters for a micro-prong setting and also talk about angling the halo. It's important to angle your stones, and I'll talk about why in the stream. If you're not familiar with this channel, I live stream on Twitch 3 days a week with Rhino, usually making a piece of jewelry. Now this is an excerpt from a live stream, and in this video you'll see that the chat started talking about different softwares and how much they cost. I've cut out part of that conversation just to keep this video short. So if you're interested in actually watching the stream live and getting any answers to any questions you have along the way, make sure you check out the link below where I have my schedule posted for when I'm live. All right, so let's jump right into the video. So now that we have our stones laid out, I'm gonna do some angling on them. I'm also gonna place my cutters because it's just easier to place everything at the beginning as opposed to having to go back and do it later. Let me go find my cutters. I have some cutters saved. There we go. So let's scale him up. Transform tools, scale 3D. I'm going to turn my project on because I want to project from the very center. 1.3 divided by 2. Okay, 0.65. Go away. 0.65. There we go. And then just because you want to cut once, measure twice, right? Let's measure that. Okay, 1/3. Cool. So now I want everybody except that. And I want to duplicate this. Go to my standard toolbars, copy, and snap. I forgot to turn off project. There we go. There we go. So now that I got my beautiful cutters there, I should group these for now. I want to do an array along a curve. That's my curve, same spacing. Boom. Cutters. Done. Now, I do know, now my cornerstones are going to be a little bit more difficult because they're going to have to be cut a little different than how the rest of these are, but that's fine because I'm just going to leave them that way for now. I'm going to rotate this. Let's do 10 degrees. That seems to be my go-to lately for my halo degrees. When you're going to be laying out halo stones, you want to give your halo a little bit of an angle. If you leave, now this ring isn't going to have a center stone. It's a little bit of a different kind of a halo. It's a little bit non-traditional. But if you've got like your center stone, right, and then your halo stones, and they're all the same angle, they're all going to reflect the light exactly the same. But if you give your side stones just a little bit of an angle, they're going to reflect the light differently. So no matter which way you wear your ring, you're going to reflect that light. For these other sides, I think if I do a polar array with 5, that should give me the shape I want. Array, polar, around the center here, we want 5. Yes! Gorgeous. Actually, I just want my stones because I'm going to cut this particular piece of metal and then I'm going to array the metal. So I only want my stones to go because I need to do my corners and they're going to be where the tricky part of this halo is. Anytime you're making a halo ring, corners are always going to be the difficult side. So if you're new to the channel, I do a lot of jewelry design on here. And you're always welcome to ask me questions, have me clarify. If you have an idea for design, I always appreciate ideas because it's really fun to design as a community. So yeah. All right, just doing that polar array again. Cool, cool, cool. Now I want to check out this cornerstone here. So let's see, right now I have history enabled, and once I start editing this guy, so let's edit this corner instead. Because again, you don't need to edit the whole thing. You just need to edit one side. So I'm going to edit this guy because he doesn't have any history relationship with everybody else. So right now you can see these two stones are obviously angled in two different ways. What gemstone do you belong to? You and you. We're going to group these. I can hide this. Let's see. I want to rotate it in this view. Let's see. I need these to rotate together. So I think I actually need... I'm trying to figure out how I want my history to work. I'm going to do a Let's Learn ZBrush stream. So if you want to follow, I'm going to do like a Let's Learn ZBrush where I will start from scratch and kind of go let everybody be with me through that whole process of learning. So if you want to learn along with me, I think it's going to be fun. I hope it's going to be fun. Yeah, because Rhino can do a little bit of sculpting, but it's also not amazing. I've heard such good things about ZBrush. Actually, Lurker uses ZBrush, and they really like it. Let's see. I want these to have history together. Actually, no, I don't. I just want to be able to look at these together. I'm pretty excited to kind of start learning it, because it wasn't super expensive, which was good, but I got a student copy of it. You know, I just rotated that another 10 degrees, and I think that might actually be exactly where I want it to be. If not, it's really close. I might need to move it down a little bit. The plugin for that I used to use, I think they were thinking about going subscription as well. And it's like, I mean, it sounds good, because then you always get the updated one, but really it's not good. It's just a way for them to start to get more money from you over time. So I'm right there with you, man. We picked an expensive expensive thing to learn. Well, let's see, I can also get rid of you. So I'm only working on one little corner here so I can mirror it over. Okay, let me show. Let's see. Should have left you straight. Don't know why you got rotated. I'm trying to draw a profile here. We're just gonna draw it and then place it. I did 1.3 millimeter stones, and I had to add 0.2 on either side, so 5, 6, 7, 1.7. We'll just do the same. There we go. Lined up C-plane. They've been doing free upgrades since they started ZBrush. Oh, that's nice. I feel like they care about us. I mean, it's true. It's like, give me the choice. I might want to pay both. Probably not, but I might. You never know. Because at least with that one-time fee, it gets you started, and then when you're like more established, then you can afford to pay those other fees. I'm gonna do a one rail sweep here. There we go. That's gonna be our halo shape. Let me turn this off for now. Whoops, that's not the right one. Oh, phooey. This needs to be adjusted a little bit more. It's those darn corners, guys. Jewelry with corners. But I thought a pentagram would be good because it's kind of witchy, kind of spooky. Let's see. I'm trying to decide what I want to have happen with this gemstone. He's causing me heartache and strife. So, line to object. I think I want to do this. Just so my gumball's in a better spot. That's not the one I want. I want this one. There we go. Oops. Ah! My screen got away from me. And I'm just looking at these corners so I can kind of try and get them lined up visually. Too much, too much, too much. There we go, perfection. You'll see in this video we talked about making sure that the gemstones in your halo are angled. That way you've always got diamonds playing with the light, making sure that your ring is going to flash beautifully every single time. Thanks for watching part 2 of this 3-part series on how to lay out a hexagon halo. Check out part 3 where we talk about the dreaded corners in a micro-prong. What do you do? How do you handle that? Where do you put the prongs? Well, we'll talk about that in the next video, so make sure you click here to go over to part 3. And if you enjoyed that video, hit the subscribe button and check the little bell to make sure you get notified when my next video goes up. If you're interested in CAD modeling, 3D printing, or jewelry design, check out my social media where I share tips and tricks and also what projects I'm working on. Thanks guys, and we'll see you next time.